Of all the senses we rely on every single day, which one do you fear losing the most? For many of us, it's our sight. That sudden moment when you struggle to read a menu in a dimly lit restaurant, or you find yourself squinting at a screen a little more than you used to, or you realize that driving at night is becoming increasingly difficult. These are subtle, frightening hints that the world might slowly be starting to fade. We often take our vision for granted until it shows the first signs of weakness. But what if the key to protecting your precious eyesight, to keeping the world in high definition for decades to come, wasn't found in a doctor's office or a bottle of supplements, but was hanging from a tree, bursting with tropical sweetness? I'm talking about the mango. This isn't just a deliciously juicy fruit. It's a biological treasure chest, packed with specific, powerful compounds that act like internal sunglasses, a built-in blue light filter, and a repair crew for your eyes, all working together to defend against the very things that age our vision. Stick around, because we're about to embark on a fascinating journey into the human eye, unraveling how light can both give us sight and steal it away, and how one incredible fruit, the mango, delivers the exact nutrients your eyes are desperately calling for to fight back against the darkness. To truly appreciate what the mango does for your eyes, we first need to understand the incredible and surprisingly vulnerable organ it's designed to protect. Your eye is not just a simple camera, it's a masterpiece of biological engineering, a delicate sphere of living tissue that captures photons of light and translates them into the rich, detailed experience of vision. It all starts when light enters through the clear, protective windshield called the cornea. It then passes through the pupil, the black circle in the center of your eye, which is really just a hole that opens and closes like a camera's aperture to control the amount of light coming in. Right behind the pupil is the lens. This flexible, transparent structure focuses the light, bending it to project a sharp image onto the back of the eye. And that's where the real magic happens, the retina. The retina is a thin layer of tissue that lines the inside of your eye, and it's covered in millions of specialized nerve cells called photoreceptors. These are the rods and cones. Rods are excellent for low-light vision and detecting motion, while cones are responsible for our sharp, detailed central vision and our ability to see color. When light hits these photoreceptors, it triggers a complex biochemical reaction, a cascade of signals that ultimately gets sent up the optic nerve to your brain, which interprets it as the image you see. It's a flawless, instantaneous process. But this process of capturing light has a dark side, a literal cost of doing business. The very act of vision generates toxic byproducts and causes immense wear and tear. The two biggest threats to your long-term eye health are blue light and oxidative stress. Let's talk about blue light first. Sunlight is made up of a spectrum of colored light rays, each with different wavelengths and energy levels. On one end, you have red light with longer wavelengths and lower energy. On the other end, you have blue light with much shorter wavelengths and significantly higher energy. This high-energy blue light is everywhere. It's emitted in large amounts by the sun, but also by our digital world, our LED screens, our smartphones, our computers, and our energy-efficient light bulbs. Now, some blue light during the day is actually good for you. It helps regulate your circadian rhythm, keeping you awake and alert. But excessive exposure, especially after dark, can disrupt your sleep. More importantly for your eyes, because blue light has such high energy, it penetrates all the way to the back of your eye, directly onto your retina. Unlike UV light, which is mostly absorbed by the cornea and lens, nearly all blue light reaches the delicate retinal cells. This constant bombardment with high-energy particles is incredibly damaging over time. It's like leaving a fine, priceless painting in direct sunlight. The colors will eventually fade and the canvas will degrade. This leads us to the second, and even more destructive, threat: oxidative stress. The process of converting light into a neural signal is a metabolically active one. It requires a lot of oxygen and generates highly reactive, unstable molecules called free radicals as a natural byproduct. Think of free radicals as little sparks or pieces of rust flying off a machine that's running at high speed. These free radicals are missing an electron, which makes them desperate to steal an electron from any nearby stable molecule. When they do this, they damage that molecule, be it a protein, a fat, or even DNA, and in the process, they turn that molecule into a new free radical, creating a destructive chain reaction. This is oxidative stress. In the eye, this oxidative damage is a primary driver of the two most common age-related eye diseases, cataracts and macular degeneration. A cataract is a clouding of the eye's natural lens. The lens is made up of perfectly arranged proteins that are supposed to be crystal clear. Over time, oxidative stress from sunlight and normal metabolism causes these proteins to clump together, forming cloudy areas that scatter light and blur vision, like looking through a foggy window. Macular degeneration is even more serious. The macula is a tiny, central part of your retina that is responsible for your sharpest, straight-ahead vision, the vision you use for reading, recognizing faces, and driving. It's packed with the highest concentration of photoreceptor cells. This high metabolic activity makes it a hotspot for free radical production. Over decades, this oxidative damage accumulates, destroying these precious cells and creating blind spots in the very center of your vision. This is the battle that is constantly raging inside your eyes. High-energy light and metabolic activity creating free radicals that attack the very structures that allow you to see. And this is precisely where the mango enters the story, not as a simple snack, but as a targeted delivery system for nature's most powerful protective compounds. The mango's superhero power for your eyes comes from its stunning, vibrant orange-yellow color. That color is a direct visual indicator of its high concentration of specific plant pigments called carotenoids. You've probably heard of beta-carotene, and yes, mangoes are loaded with it. But for eye health, two other carotenoids are even more critical, lutein and zeaxanthin. These are the true guardians of the galaxy that is your eye. Unlike other nutrients that are distributed throughout the body, lutein and zeaxanthin are selectively absorbed from your bloodstream into your eye tissue. They have a very specific, vital mission. They travel to the macula and literally embed themselves into the retinal tissue, forming a protective layer known as the macular pigment. This thin, yellowish layer is your eye's first and most important defense system. It acts in three brilliant ways. First, it functions as an internal pair of sunglasses. The molecular structure of lutein and zeaxanthin is perfectly designed to absorb and filter out a significant portion of incoming high-energy blue light before it can ever reach and damage the delicate photoreceptor cells underneath. They take the hit so your retinal cells don't have to. Second, they are potent antioxidants. Because they are physically embedded right where the free radicals are being generated, they can neutralize these damaging molecules on the spot, right at the source of the problem, stopping the chain reaction of oxidative damage before it can destroy cellular structures. Think of them as a fire brigade stationed inside the power plant, ready to put out any sparks instantly. Third, this macular pigment also helps to enhance visual performance. By reducing light scatter and glare, it can improve contrast sensitivity. That's the ability to distinguish an object from its background, which is crucial for tasks like driving at night or seeing in low-light conditions. By eating mangoes, you are directly supplying the raw materials to thicken and maintain this vital macular pigment, strengthening your eye's natural defenses from the inside out. But the mango's support doesn't end with lutein and zeaxanthin. Let's go back to beta-carotene. When you consume beta-carotene from a mango, your body has the amazing ability to convert it into vitamin A, which is arguably the most critical vitamin for vision itself. Vitamin A is a fundamental component of a protein in your photoreceptors called rhodopsin, or visual purple. Rhodopsin is the chemical that actually captures light particles. When a photon of light hits rhodopsin, it triggers a change in its shape, which is the very first step in the chain of events that sends a signal to your brain saying, "I see light." Without sufficient vitamin A, your body cannot produce enough rhodopsin. This directly leads to a condition called night blindness, where the rod cells in your retina, the ones responsible for low-light vision, struggle to function, making it extremely difficult to see in dim light. This is why vitamin A deficiency is a leading cause of preventable blindness in many parts of the world. The beta-carotene in mangoes provides a safe, efficient, and natural way for your body to create all the vitamin A it needs to keep this fundamental visual cycle running smoothly, ensuring you can see clearly even as the sun goes down. Furthermore, mangoes are an explosion of other antioxidants and vitamins that provide comprehensive support. They are one of the richest fruit sources of vitamin C. We often think of vitamin C for immunity, but it plays a crucial role in eye health as well. The eye, particularly the aqueous humor, the fluid inside the front part of the eye, maintains a very high concentration of vitamin C. Here, it acts as a primary antioxidant, scavenging free radicals that are generated by UV light exposure, protecting the lens from the oxidative damage that leads to cataracts. Studies have consistently shown that a diet rich in vitamin C is associated with a significantly reduced risk of developing cataracts. Mangoes also provide vitamin E, another fat-soluble antioxidant that works synergistically with vitamin C. Vitamin E protects the cell membranes of your eye structures from oxidative damage. It's like the sealant that protects the delicate machinery from rust. The fruit also contains a variety of other protective compounds like polyphenol and enzymes that have anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is another silent driver of many degenerative diseases, including those of the eye. By helping to calm systemic inflammation, mangoes contribute to a healthier overall environment for all your tissues, including your eyes. Now, it's important to address the natural sugar content. A ripe mango is very sweet, and this can cause concern for some people. However, as with other whole fruits, the sugar in a mango comes packaged with a massive amount of fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. This fiber drastically slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing the sharp spikes in blood sugar and insulin that are associated with inflammation and disease. For the vast majority of people, the profound benefits of the nutrients in a whole mango far outweigh any concern about its natural sugar. It is the consumption of added sugars in processed foods and sugary drinks that is the real problem, not the sugar found in whole, fiber-rich fruits like mangoes. So, how can you make this vision-protecting fruit a regular part of your life? The best way is to enjoy it fresh and ripe. You can slice the cheeks off the large central seed, score the flesh into cubes, and invert the skin to create a beautiful hedgehog of mango goodness. You can blend it into smoothies, add it to salsas for a sweet and spicy kick, chop it into salads, or simply eat it over the sink, letting the juice run down your arms, a truly joyful experience. The goal is consistency. Eating a few servings of mango each week, especially as part of a diet rich in other colorful fruits and vegetables like leafy greens, which are also high in lutein and zeaxanthin, orange bell peppers, and sweet potatoes, ensures a steady supply of the protective nutrients your eyes crave. It's also crucial to remember that while diet is powerful, it works best as part of a holistic approach to eye health. This includes protecting your eyes from physical damage by wearing sunglasses that block 100% of UVA and UVB rays, taking regular breaks from screens to reduce blue light exposure and eye strain, not smoking, as smoking dramatically increases oxidative stress throughout the body, including the eyes, and getting regular comprehensive eye exams to catch any potential issues early. The mango is a gift from nature, a delicious strategy to fight back against the inevitable wear and tear of modern life on our most precious sense. It's a testament to the idea that the best medicine is often found not in a pharmacy, but in the garden. So the next time you enjoy the tropical, sunshine-filled flavor of a mango, know that you are doing something far more profound than just satisfying a sweet tooth. You are conducting maintenance on the most sophisticated optical instrument in the known universe. You are supplying the antioxidants that neutralize damaging free radicals, you are providing the pigments that filter harmful blue light, and you are delivering the raw materials for the very molecules that capture light and grant you the miracle of sight. You are, quite literally, feeding your vision, helping to ensure that the world remains a bright, clear, and beautiful place for all the years to come.